a model that is used really commonly, maybe in ad agency land or just certain corporate sectors, but it's about setting goals that are broken down in such a way that you can work towards achieving them better because they are so clear. So we start by being super specific. So what exactly is it that I want to accomplish? There is always a benchmark, so there's a measurable element to it. So it's not just I want to be fit, it's I want to have run for 4 consecutive days every week for 50 weeks. So you've set an actual measurement of success. And then achievable, so how can it be accomplished? So is it too pie in the sky? If I say I want to be a pilot tomorrow, no, that's not achievable. So, rein yourself into actually what is achievable. So you do a sensible goal. And then is it relevant? So this is what's really key to us now, because we need to think about, is it worthwhile? So does it honour my values? Does it ladder up to that longer term vision? What is the ultimate reason for this goal? So stop having empty goals. Stop having, I really want a tidy, immaculate house if it's not serving you in any particular way that aligns to that higher purpose and higher goal. And then time bound. Always set yourself a deadline so that you inch towards completing it and you can kind of pat yourself on the back as you work towards it. So does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. The other side of goal setting, which we don't do in the corporate world, but I love this, is adding the dimension of emotions to your goals. So it's not just about what do I want to achieve, but it's how do I want to feel. So going back to if I was using running as an example, so my goal is I want to be fit and to run every day, blah, 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 because I want to feel vibrant, because I want to feel positive, I want to feel alive. What are the adjectives and the emotions that I can add to that particular goal? Because when you focus on how you're going to feel, that brings the goals into a bit more focus. It makes them a bit more inspiring. And when you're inspired, you're far more likely to commit to that goal. So I love that, and it's a really good one to use. Just focus in on those emotions. And know your why. This is just such an important one. Know your why, because 80% of success in anything is the psychology. So Nietzsche quite famously talks about we can all handle any how when we have our why. So if you know why you are doing something, it is so much more motivating to then do it. So if I know that being fit for me means I can be the best possible mother to my children, that is my why. That is the most motivating reason ever for me to get out there, get my trainers on and go for a run, because I know that it's enabling me to be a better mum, or whatever it might be, but always connecting to your why. And this is commonly used a lot in organisations to try and inspire and engage workforce, because when employees get the higher purpose and the why, and they're emotionally connected to why they're doing what they're doing, and why their contribution is going to make an impact to the greater whole, then they're more committed, and then productivity is higher and positivity exudes. So know your why, and then consciously commit. So just, if you're going to do something, do it. So if you're going to give up caffeine, give it up. And consciously commit. Don't say, oh, I couldn't resist this, I couldn't resist that, it was a Starbucks and they were giving free. You've decided you're not going to do something, or you are going to do something. It is up to you to take 100% responsibility for it. So commit to it. And just don't let life just sweep you downstream, because then you're just losing that beautiful opportunity you have to drive your life where you want it to go. And just really respect the power of your decisions. So honour them. Really understand how that power is all in your hands. And I always talk about lovely Viktor Frankl, who wrote Man's Search for Meaning. And he's a famous psychotherapist. He's one of the few survivors of Auschwitz. And he talks about how, well, I'm just going to read the last bit of his quote, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. And that is about the mental control that you apply to any situation. So if you are feeling miserable and downtrodden, you can shift your attitude by just reframing that particular situation. So I'll give you another example when I've been miserable at work and just feeling that I don't like the people, I don't like the work, why am I here, why am I here? I realised I could be a victim every day. I could just really just sludgily go through my commute, sit there all slumpy humpy all day in the office feeling miserable. Or I could wake up in the morning and I could think, oh, okay, well, I'm not engaged with that, but what I am engaged with is really helping the women that I mentor. So today, how many people can I get in my office and have a mentoring session? So suddenly, yeah, I've still got to do that commute, I've got to go into that office, talk to those awful people and do that shitty job, but I am going to spend some time with women, helping nurture them, empowering them, talking to them, and I'm going to have a really brilliant, useful, invigorating day. And so I just chose my attitude. So I was able to not be a victim, but I was able to actually get through it by being positive and happy. And at the end of every day thinking, oh, I accomplished something. So be so aware of your attitude. And think about this when you think about the people around you and the attitudes that they hold. Are they victims or are they consciously responsible? Because this is just so key, and I really try and teach my children this as well. Choose your attitude. Choose your,